This one is it's unbelievable, honestly. I almost don't have the words. I don't know what to say. And now that we have an OIG report of this, which makes it factual, we can factually say that the VA, especially those who are authorizing VA disability benefits, are not doing their job properly. And this one is going to blow your mind. And I think all these claims are going to be readjudicated. All right, so here we go. Buckle up for this one. Brand new OIG report came out today, September 29th. Inadequate oversight allowed a senior benefits representative, not someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Okay, this person's been at the VA for a while, to inaccurately authorize thousands of decisions. Wait till you see how many decisions we're talking about, okay? So this is the summary. You can download the full report here. I'm going to read one paragraph from the report because it's if we didn't have a report, no one would believe that this is true, okay? The OIG received a hotline allegation that the Veteran Service Center manager at the Philadelphia VA Regional Benefit Office permitted a senior veterans representative to blindly approve hundreds of rating decisions for disability benefits claims each day without conducting the required reviews. Okay, not good. If you are in that bucket, prepare your claim to be readjudicated. No ifs, ands, or buts about that one. The OIG substantiated the allegation from at least fiscal year 22 through 24, at least, meaning it could be more. This VSR, senior VSR, authorized about 85,300 claims, about 19 times the national average. The senior VSR spent an average of 4.7 minutes reviewing each claim. Have you ever wondered if VSRs actually look at your evidence? Well, this right here, the answer is no. Okay, at least for this one, authorized during this 3-year period versus a national average of about 21 minutes. Okay, so some do, some clearly don't, some do. The OIG obtained data showing that the senior VSR rarely opened necessary documents to verify claim information prior to authorization. I thought this was like AI generated. I really wanted to confirm if this really did come from the VA OIG, and it's true. It is this is a smackaroo here, okay? Holy baloney. Holy baloney. Makes you wonder about all the overtime the VA is putting in now to tackle the backlog and, adjudicate it'll probably be about 3 million claims before October 1st. Makes you worry about that. The senior VSR contributed more than 35% each year toward the regional office's claims competition's goal, a metric that is part of regional office executive directors' performance standards. And here we go. This is the issue. We've talked about it. Raider HQ After Dark has talked about performance standards and how that can influence a claim. Factual. Based on the result of a statistic sample of 32 rating decisions, so just a small sample, okay? And since the sample is small, it really makes you wonder, man, what's going to be the outcome of every claim they adjudicated. That the senior VSR authorized from January 1 to June 30th, so 32 rating decisions in the span of 6 months. Obviously, there are thousands and thousands and thousands not being reviewed yet. The team estimated that approximately 13,200 decisions, 84%, had at least one error, at least one. Some of the errors likely occurred because the senior VSR did not open and review the necessary documents. Duh. Monetary impact errors resulted in an estimated 2.2 million in improper payments. Yes, if you fall in that bucket, buckle up because you are on the hook. Your claim will be readjudicated and you're going to get slapped in the face. The recommendations are basically do your job. Okay. do your job. What I really want to look at is the actual report. Now, this thing is huge, okay? Like it goes a lot. It goes through a lot of stuff. I just want to read one paragraph here because it gives us more meat, okay, under the executive summary. It's this one right here. Representatives from the Northeast District reached out to leaders in the Philadelphia office in July and October 23 to inquire about the VSR's unusually high authorization rates. The Northeast District Director told the regional office executive director in October 23, it is not physically possible to do that many authorizations and perform the real functions of the job. This is the boss's boss is saying, hey, something's wrong here. You need to fix it. Okay. The executive director supported the senior VSR, stating that this employee was assigned as a quick hit authorizer whose workload was mostly claimed with 1 to 3 contentions, and asserting that the employee's supervisor pre-screened claims for system compliance errors before sending them to the employee for authorization. Even after the Northeast District Director, this is the boss's boss, raised concerns over the risk of this high authorization rate, Philadelphia VA regional office leaders, including the Veteran Service Center manager, continue to support the senior VSR's authorization activity. Listen, if this is happening, how do I say this? Is this a single one-time incident? I don't think so. You have your boss going to bat for you, which is generally good, except whenever we have this statement from the boss's boss. It is not physically possible to do that many authorizations and perform the real functions of the job. The real functions. Listen, these VSRs are government employees. They're federal employees, okay? To be a federal employee, there's an oath that you take. You really have to go. I'm not trying to be like esprit de corps or anything, but in the Marine Corps, you would say God, country, corps. Like it's that same aspect where you are given this authority to approve benefits from veterans, all right, to adjudicate the claim, I should say, whether that is an approval or denial. You're given that authority. Therefore, you should not just legally obligated, but morally and ethically obligated to do the right thing, which in this case is simply just do your job. That's it. That's all veterans want from the VA is to VA employees to do their job. Clearly, this one did not. My question is, how many other VA employees, and not just VA employees, I should say VBA employees within the disability claim process, VSRs, RVSRs, quality aspect, everyone involved in disability compensation. Anyways, that's a good peachy story for you. That's all I got. Thank you very much.